Hi there, I'm Vanna welcome to Dragon Age Origins Awakening Episode 3. Okay, so, well, actually I think I'll take combat magic off. There we go, so we can actually see my warden. Alright, and we have a few people to talk to, I think. Let's see if we've got anyone down this side. Okay, we've got Ogren down there. So let's just nick this from the weapon stand. Dumat's spine, very nice. Okay, Chevalier's mace and 37 fire arrows. Sweet. They did say the keeper's mine, so it's okay to steal these things. Alright, and Ogren is with the cask. Of course he is. Can we check the cask?
Who's there?
No, okay. It just immediately startles Ogren from feeling up the cask. Okay. Ogren, you know, you usually notice when someone's sneaking up on you. Doing something you shouldn't be?
I was just keeping my nose to the dust. You know, watching out for the Schleets. One of the lads here told me about the Schleets. Said they're common in Ferelden. They lie on the ground, looking like ordinary pairs of pants. Till you turn around. That's when they strike.
They look like pants.
Pants that eat your eyeballs! After they're done with you, they just wander off on their unnatural pant legs!
Pant monsters. Ogren. As far as I'm aware, there are no such thing as pant monsters. I highly doubt even a demon would possess a pair of pants. I think someone's playing a prank on you.
Sod. Come on, I've been on the surface less than 2 years. I don't know what's up here. That Jacob's gonna get it when I get my hands on him.
Ogren disapproves -3. Oh, Ogren. I'm sorry. We shouldn't have full, Yeah, we don't have full approval with Ogren. That's a little unfortunate, but I suppose they had to remove it so that we'd have somewhere to go with his character. And, of course, if we happen to be a completely different warden. But still, it kind of hurts. Our friendship apparently meant nothing. It meant nothing to him. Let's,
What?
Yeah, no. Okay, we're not getting anything more from him. Sir, Uriah.
Mistress Wolsey says I can set up shop here. The merchant you saved was grateful to be alive. Restocked me for a bargain. The savings are yours, of course. You need anything, Commander?
Sure. Let's see what you've got. Okay. So, yeah, alright, we have, the old Phoenix stuff. At least I can get another one. At least I can get another one now that we don't have Leliana. Okay, so it's old Phoenix stuff. No Grey Warden stuff. That's unfortunate. Golden Cog might be nice. Some more willpower and magic. Sure, let's get that. Why not? Oh, the Scout's Medal is amazing. Extra dex and constitution. That is what we like to see. Let's just get it. Let's just get it. Okay, so we're just keeping the tier 8 stuff. Okay, and that applies heraldry to a shield, which we don't need. We don't have a Kuzland, and we certainly don't need a cross, because I'm pretty sure that that's going to be for the Chantry, so... yeah, we definitely don't need that. Rune tracings. Okay. I think I'll leave those for if we actually reach a point where we have someone with rune crafting, which we don't right now, so... I don't think we're going to need the bolts or the Beastmaster. But just in case, I'll save it. Okay, and a book. The First Warden. Okay. The nominal leader of our order is the First Warden, but you can expect little assistance or guidance so far from the Anderfells. Even those close to Weishaupt learn to suffer alone. The murmurs are true. The First Warden is often embroiled in the politics of the Anderfells and has little opportunity to consider worldly matters. I would like to believe it is a matter of survival, not of political self-interest. Know that your mission is vital. You carry the hopes of our order. If the highest among us holds noble titles outside of the Anderfells, perhaps we will be better situated when the next Blight comes, as we all know it must. A confidential report for the Warden Commander. Okay, so the Wardens are not political, and yet here they are actively trying to worm themselves into the politics of the area. That's a little concerning, isn't it? Just a little concerning. Okay, and we have a personal storage chest here with silver cog. Okay, is that? Did I put anything into the personal storage? Is that from Soldier's Peak? I can't remember if I actually put anything in there. I don't think I did, but never mind. Okay, next book: Vassals and Their Liege. Some kingdoms rigidly define the rights of vassals and their duty to their liege. In Ferelden, a relatively new kingdom, the Arls and Arlesses theoretically command their Arlings, bands and lords. In practice, those lessers often zealously maintain their independence. Some Ferelden vassals must be goaded instead of ordered, swayed, not ruled. Vassals owe military obligations to their liege, yet often deny even sworn oaths and signed contracts. In contrast, the vassals expect their liege's protection despite provocation otherwise. A successful Ferelden liege applies force, persuasion, and duplicity in equal measure. From A Guide to Statecraft, published anonymously. Well, I imagine it would have to be published anonymously. My gosh. That's the I expect you to protect me, but don't expect me to come and help you kind of thing from the Alessas. Oh dear. Okay, Commander's Helm, tier 8, that's good. Soldier's Helm, also tier 8. And Trickster's Tunic, also tier 8. I think I have a good idea of who that's going to go to, but I suppose it depends on whether we get Grey Warden armour to give to these people, which we haven't so far, so... Never mind. And Grandmaster Hail Rune Tracing, that's cool. Verses of Dreams. Poetry inspired by the Fade. Okay, I'll have to figure out who that's supposed to go to, but I can only assume it'll either be Anders or the elf, I've forgotten her name. Velana, I think. Velana. Yeah. And a blank Vellum. Never actually gotten along with Velana. But never mind. Okay, Grandmaster Frost Rune Tracing, The Warrior's Heart, which is also a gift. Ah, okay. A book on various orders of warriors, with particular emphasis on the Grey Wardens, Ash Warriors, Legion of the Dead, and Silent Sisters. So that'll be for our dwarven friend when we eventually get her Sigrun. And blank Vellum. I'll have to confirm that before I actually give it out to anyone though. Don't want to give them the wrong gift. And then we've got Anders, so we might as well chat with him.
Should we get a move on?
Yep, nothing to say. Cool. And Ambassador Sarah?
The Tower of Magi has sent me as an ambassador commander. In addition to my diplomatic function, I'm a competent enchanter and runesmith. Is there anything you need?
Okay, so... she's a runesmith. Do you have anything for sale?
Certainly.
Okay, so she has a lot of rune tracings and etching agent and blank rune stones. So, yeah, she just has the rune tracings and some actual runes. That's nice, but they're all novices. All of them. Okay. Well then, let's see what
May
else
I be
she
of
does.
service?
Can you enchant something for me?
Of course.
Okay, so this is just putting the runes in. So we can't get her to make the runes for us. We're going to have to invest in rune crafting. That's interesting, considering only Tranquil and Dwarves are supposed to be able to make runes. They're the only ones who are supposed to be able to fold lyrium and make runes, so... I suppose if I hold to that, I'm going to have to wait until we get Sigrun before we do any rune crafting. But it doesn't really follow that she would be the one to do it. I mean, that'd be like giving it to Oghren just because he's a dwarf doesn't mean that he would. And Anders isn't tranquil, and I'm not tranquil, so... Well, never mind. Never mind. Oghren, have some more constitution. Okay. Me? I think I would like a barrier rune. That sounds really cool. Let's give him the Tempest rune. Yeah, if he's going to be going into the thick of it, he should have extra constitution and a chance to avoid missile attacks. Since he won't be able to escape from a scrum to get to an archer or anything like that. And I suppose I'll take the immunity rune. Okay. Very nice. Alright. Okay, we've spoken to all of those. Yep, all of them. Alright, let's go. And yep, we're going to take both of those. And I will lament the fact that we can't take dog. No Warden Woof for me, apparently. I'm just going to say that he's followed Zevran to Antiva.
Blimey, Commander of the Grey. Right. A while back they caught a thief in the vigil. Took 4 wardens to capture him. Gave one of the wardens a black eye, he did. Half joking they said he might make a good recruit.
Well, well, well. And they just spring this on me right now. Okay, half joking, they said he might make a good recruit. Why are you telling me this? Why would you tell me this? That's an odd thing to report to your commander. By the way, this guy tried to steal from you. Maybe we could recruit him. Wink, wink. What? That's weird. It's weird. But I know that it's more informing the player of what we could do here, so... Really? And where have we put him?
He's in the dungeon, sir. I also have some letters. Arrived just before you did.
Really? Well, I'd like to see them.
Just give me a moment.
Oh, letters for the commander. Okay. So we have a daughter ransomed. Commander of the Grey, I am Sir Edgar Bensley, a faithful vassal. My daughter and sole heir, Eileen, has been kidnapped by Mosley the Snake's vile lot of miscreants. My fief is small and my means meagre, and they've demanded 30 sovereigns in a time frame I cannot meet. I pray you will intercede on my behalf. The ransom is to be delivered to the abandoned chantry by Forlorn Cove. If you produce the ransom, I swear by my faith in Andraste that I will repay you in time. You and my gentle daughter go with my prayers. Sir Edgar Bensley. Okay, well, I suppose that's one of the things that we're going to have to do to keep our vassals helping us. Alright, and far afield. Most honoured Commander, ever since my husband passed, I've been looking after my family and the hired hands, but the Darkspawn have been getting worse. We've a Templar who checks on us occasionally, but there's a limit to what he can handle. If you can help my family, we'll tell Lord Edelbrick you're a friend. I fear we may not have much time. Good wife, Velena Turnoble. So this is just a random person, I assume. Just a random person asking for help. Because the only person who comes around is a Templar. Well, this, I think we have to do. And that we probably should do because it mentions Darkspawn and we're Grey Wardens. So, without looking any deeper into it, those are both things that we should definitely get done here. Since our objective isn't just to defeat the Blight, I wonder what he was doing then, to defeat the Blight, but to also, apparently, make Amaranthine the absolute best Warden compound that it could possibly be. So that the first Warden, I think it was the first Warden in the Anderfells can point to it and say, look, we can govern and do it well. So yeah, sure. We'll do that. At least, we will do right by the men here. By the people. And prove, once and for all, that a Dalish elf can do anything that any human can do. Okay, let's level up Anders. What did you get? How come you've got a level up? Okay, he's got a spell. This sounds amazing. He's going to do Draining Aura. I think siphoning health from his enemies to heal himself while he's in battle is just amazing. Ogren. He also has a talent. Okay. And okay, let's give him Devour. Just because another way to heal him on the battlefield sounds amazing. Okay. Alright, so Vigil's Keep. A daughter ransomed. One of my vassals has asked me to rescue his daughter Eileen Bensley. Her kidnappers are demanding 30 sovereigns delivered to an abandoned chantry at Forlorn Cove. We'll have to see about that. And a farmer. Okay, a farmer and a family are under threat from Darkspawn. She's promised to put in a good word with Lord Edelbreck if I can protect them. I assume Lord Edelbreck is another one of my vassals. So hopefully protecting them will make one of my vassals happy. And the prisoner. A man was caught sneaking around the keep before the attack. Since it took 4 Grey Wardens to bring him down, he's clearly no simple thief. Speak to him in the basement dungeon. Well, we will. We will. Okay, what have we got here? A heron over there, okay. The dungeon right there, okay. Sergeant Mavaliz and Voldric Glavenack. That's the explosives guy, isn't it? That's the explosives guy. I think so. Well, yeah, that's the dungeon. Okay, let's check the statue first.
Look at that! Was Andraste really that much of a looker? Don't you think she would have been, I don't know, a barbarian?
If not a barbarian, then a warmonger. Like most humans in history.
Got me there. What would she have thought of the Circle of Magi? Forcing mages to fight demons, or be made tranquil?
Okay, so we don't really know much about the human religion, except we also kind of do. We do. We did go to the Temple of Sacred Ashes and we had to pass several trials. And one of those was just basically an information dump about Andraste's life. So although she was kind of fighting against mages, it was the fact that they were slavers that was the problem. I don't think it was the fact they were mages at all. And since Shatan did go with them, and she did have the support of the elves at the time, and the elves have always been upfront about their own mages and happy to have them, yeah, I don't think she would have supported the circles. If she didn't try to stamp it out of the elves, then it wouldn't have been mages themselves that she was, you know, hating on. So, probably confused by it. We'll just go with that one. Well, given what we found out in the Temple of Sacred Ashes, she'd probably just be confused by the things that the Chantry is doing.
No doubt you're right. Seems to me that Andraste counseled men to seek their own path to the Maker, but the Chantry uses her words as a reason to collar us just for being who we are.
They do. The Chantry doesn't seem to like anything that's different.
Says the fellow mage. Oh well. She's still quite a looker for a prophet. I'm just saying.
Cute. Cute. Okay, but yes, I am a fellow mage. But I'm also a Dalish mage, so we do have similar thoughts, but for different reasons. And I honestly don't think her features are defined enough for you to be able to call her a looker, really, from that statue. But you do you, Anders. You do you. Okay, let's check out this dungeon. Okay, I also like the fact that we're having that conversation while he looks like a ghost. Okay, soap on a rope. Okay. I don't know who that's going to go to. 29 silver and 82 copper. I don't think this is the kind of game that has the joke gifts, so it must be, someone must want it. Alright, we've got prisoners, effects, a cell guard, and Nathaniel himself. So let's talk to the cell guard first.
Ah, Commander. Good thing you're here. This one's been locked up 3 nights now. Good men died while this one was protected in his cell.
3 nights. Probably should have armed him and set him loose. But who is he?
He won't give his name. All I know is he was caught poking around the estate in the middle of the night. I'd say he was just a thief. But it took 4 Grey Wardens to capture him. You best be careful. Whoever he is, he's no ordinary burglar, that's for sure.
I see. Well, I'd like some privacy. We need to have a chat.
As you wish, Commander. I'll tell the Seneschal you came. He'll want to know what you decide to do with this man.
They want me to kill him? Executing him for just burglary? Really? Wow. Let's have a look at his effects. The Bear's Embrace. Okay. Pretty nice. Studded leather boots, ornate leather gloves, and an Antivan longbow. Ooh, made from a Venedal. Well, well, well. I mean, it seems like a really cool thing to make your longbow from, but someone chopped down a Venedal to make to make this bow? That's terrible. That's terrible. Okay. Prisoner, let's chat.
If it isn't the great hero, conqueror of the Blight and vanquisher of all evil. Aren't you supposed to be 10 feet tall with lightning bolts shooting out of your eyes?
Well, that's probably how the Darkspawns see me. Everyone else just sees an elf.
Somehow I just thought that my father's murderer would be, more impressive. I am Nathaniel Howe. My family owned these lands until you showed up. Do you even remember my father?
Oh, I remember him. And I remember slogging through that dungeon in the Aladenarim's estate. And all those torture victims that we removed from the cells. Your father was heading for death, all on his own. I was just the one that caught up to him first.
My father served the Hero of Riverdane and fought against the Orlesians. Yet our family lost everything. I came here. I thought I was going to try to kill you. To lay a trap for you. But then I realized I just wanted to reclaim some of my family's things. It's all I have left.
I thought all of your family's things had been cleared out.
We used to live here once upon a time. Father didn't take everything with him to Denerim. Look, I know you're a hero. You fought a war and you won, and to the victor go the spoils, right? Whatever my father did, however, shouldn't harm my whole family. The Howes are pariahs now. Those of us left. It's all thanks to you. And now you get to decide my fate. Ha! Ironic, isn't it?
I'm not the one who forced Rendon Howe to be a monster. You can blame me for what happened with your father if you want. But I would have thought redeeming your name would have been higher on your list than just petty revenge.
You're right. I'll go join Queen Honora's service immediately. She'll certainly want another Howe around.
I'm sure she'd understand that a child shouldn't be blamed for the actions of their father. His did almost bring the country to ruin at one point, after all. But surely you can't really blame me for all this. Your father made his own choices. I just stopped him.
The Darkspawn are a menace. If it weren't for the Blight, maybe my father would never have done what he did. But I can't do anything about them, can I? There's just you and the Grey Wardens, here in my home.
Okay, you're frustrated. Feel helpless. I understand. Say I'll let you go. What would you do?
If you let me go... I don't know. I only came back to Ferelden a month ago. If you let me go, I'll probably come back here. You might not catch me next time.
I heard we had trouble capturing you this time.
I'm not without skills. My time abroad wasn't spent chasing skirts and drinking wine.
Like burglary? Lockpicking? Sneaking.
Hunting, scouting, poisons. Why? What do you care?
I hate how you kind of corralled into the one decision. We have to put him through the joining. We have to. He's not making a good case for himself either. But still. I don't want to say that his family only has itself to blame for its troubles either, because that's a little too close to what the elves would be told, really. They only have themselves to blame for everything that's come down on them, so yeah, let's just go with number 2. Well, yeah, I think I've made a decision about what to do with you.
Already? Good.
I brought the seneschal for you, Commander.
Oh, good.
I see you've spoken to our guest. Quite the handful, isn't he? Have you decided what's to be done with him?
I have. But first, I thought you'd been the seneschal here for a long time. Surely you must have known that this was Nathaniel Howe.
How? He figures that they would turn up again. The Howes are implacable enemies, Commander.
So you didn't know? Okay. Well, I considered letting him go. But he said he'd just come right back. That means he's too dangerous to be let loose. But he hasn't actually committed a crime. Not yet. Therefore, I'm gonna have to invoke the right of conscription.
You what?
I'm sorry, Commander. The right of conscription? On the prisoner?
No, absolutely not. Hang me first.
For what? Breaking and entering? Holding a grudge? I'm surprised you don't think a second chance is better than dying.
Hard to say. You like having Grey Wardens who want you dead?
I might not have been trained as a keeper, but I have picked up some skills. My conversation with you showed that you don't want me dead. Not really. You're angry, grieving, feeling helpless. You're just lashing out. Killing you would be a waste. And not exactly justifiable in this case. You have too much anger in you to let you go. So we have to direct it somewhere else. And I think the Darkspawn would be the best place to direct it. So I'll risk it.
You really want a Howe as a Grey Warden? You are a very strange woman. I can't decide if this is a vote of confidence or punishment.
An interesting decision, Commander. Come with me, sir. We'll see if you survive the joining. From this moment forth, Nathaniel Howe, you are a Grey Warden.
The moment of truth.
And his eyes have done the crazy thing.
The Howe is stronger than I expected. For better or for worse, he will live.
Excellent. Excellent. So, we are increasing our numbers slowly but surely. Alright, Nathaniel. The Howes are pariahs now, those of us left. Nathaniel Howe is the son of the disgraced Rendon Howe and among the last scions of the once great family. He blames the Grey Wardens for his father's death and had intended to assassinate the Warden Commander. Upon seeing Vigil's keep, however, his childhood home, Nathaniel decided to simply reclaim some family treasures. The Wardens caught Nathaniel breaking in. Laurel, impressed to hear that it took 4 Wardens to capture Nathaniel, invoked the right of conscription, making the young Howe a Warden recruit. Well, I mean, there was a lot more to it than just that, but sure. Nathaniel undertook the joining and survived. Nathaniel is a sensible fellow who values practical gifts over useless trinkets. Okay. And I think there was Nathaniel's joining somewhere. There we go. Okay. Nathaniel survived the joining and is now a Grey Warden. Good for him. Good for him. Alright, so we have an update and possibly a new quest from those guys. Let's talk to the Seneschal first.
Commander, the Lords of Amaranthine have come to swear fealty to you and the Grey Wardens. These were Arling and Howe's vassals. Now they will be yours.
Alright. What do I need to know about them?
Some of these lords bore Rendon no love, but others had their prospects ruined with his demise. Tread carefully, Commander.
Okay.
Lords and ladies, I present the Warden Commander of Ferelden and Arl of Amaranthine.
Commander.
Okay, so... persuasion is probably a very good thing to do, since I have my persuade skill all the way up. And I don't want to... I kind of like the thought of all these humans kneeling towards me. I am a Dalish elf at the end of the day. So yeah, I'm not going to tell them to arise. I think it's going to be a persuade thing. So, yeah. There are many differences between us. But I know that we all want Amaranthine to prosper. And we all want the Darkspawn gone.
Ban Esmeralda of Amaranthine. As is old custom, you have the honor of beginning.
I promise that I, Ban Esmeralda, will be faithful to the Arl in matters of life, limb, and earthly honor. Never will I bear arms against her or her heirs. So I say, in the sight of the Maker.
I promise that I, Lord Edelbreck...
And
yes,
so,
that's
the
Edelbreck,
ceremony
okay.
is complete.
Long live the Warden Commander!
Well, the Warden, Lord Edelbreck, seems to be pleased. Kind of pleased with me. Okay. That's brilliant. Let's just read this. I guess we're going to have to chat with them. The lords and ladies have offered their fealty. Now is a good time to get to know them. Speak to Seneschal Laurel when you want the ceremony to end. Okay, well in that case, it's only the ones with names that I'm going to be able to... Oh gosh, not even all the ones with names. Okay. Only some of them I'm going to be able to speak to. So, Ban Esmeralda.
A pleasure to meet you, Commander.
I guess I can't. Okay, Sir Tamra.
Warden Commander, we've all heard so much about you. So many good things, unbelievable things. But many of your deeds cost people here a chance at great advancement. So many fortunes were deeply intertwined with the old Arl. Some nobles here, they seek to end your dominion over them.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Perhaps you do not know the full extent of their determination. I've had occasion to intercept some of their missives. They are cryptic things. Any individual message is unintelligible, but together they form a pattern. They mean to end you before you can begin. A deadly coalition.
I see. Can I see these missives?
Given a few days, I can retrieve the messages. I would have brought them tonight, but I didn't know if warning you would be wise. I've much to lose and precious little to gain. Farewell. We will meet again soon.
Yeah, okay. A brewing conspiracy. The Tamra believes there's a conspiracy afoot. She's gone to collect more evidence. Okay, and it showed that Ban Esmeralda was in the background there. Very interesting. Can we speak with you? Lord Guy. Lord Guy. Okay, nice.
It's an honor to have you as our liege, Commander.
Really? Really, is it? Why did they give you such a weedy voice?
A pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Yeah, okay. So Lord Edelbreck.
Honored to meet you, Warden Commander. You come to us during desperate times.
Not more about your precious farms, Edelbreck.
Some in our Arling do not have the comfort of city walls. On the plains, the situation is dire.
Dire? Explain. What's the problem?
As we feast, the peasants on our lands are starving, or worse.
The city's defenses are more important, Edelbreck.
There may
Wow.
be wheat in the silos now, but if the farmers die, where will you get your food?
Okay, so I'll take the matter under advisement. I doubt you please are entirely altruistic. The Darkspawn must be the focus of my attention, or I'll send the soldiers wherever they're needed most. Personally, I'd like to say number 1. I'll take it under advisement. But number 4 is also good. The I doubt you please are entirely altruistic is kind of obvious. They are his people, so they'll be the ones paying taxes to him. If they all die, he won't have anyone to pay him taxes. But it also doesn't mean that he's not, you know, aware of their plight and wanting to better the situation for them. Maybe he is just a nice guy. Or at the very least, he has a good relationship with his vassals. Would they be his vassals? Well, his people, anyway. I would say the Darkspawn must be the focus of my attention, but I do have this new mission to make Amaranthine, and all of the people that I now lord over, my second main priority? My second, yeah. So I can't say that. I can't say that. It's understood that the Darkspawn should be my attention, where my attention is focused. But there are currently no Darkspawn right here, so we need to make a decision about the here and now. Plus, I am an elf. I'm going to be thinking more of the little people that are as far away from the human lords as possible. So, yeah, they're the ones that are going to be foremost on my mind. Let's go for number 4 then. Let's go for number 4. I'll send them wherever they're needed most. Not to worry. The soldiers will of course go wherever they're needed most.
Then I pray to the Maker that your choices are wise.
Okay, defending the land. There are too few soldiers to patrol the entire Arling. Lord Edelbreck believes that defending the farmland is crucial. That said, he's a farmer. Well, yeah, but his concerns are valid. And we should be protecting the farmland anyway, to keep the Darkspawn off of it, because if the Darkspawn blight the land, then nothing will grow there. And we will all starve. But that is two quests for defending the land. So that is definitely one that we're supposed to do. And we've got a farmer here who is one of Lord Edelbreck's, who's asked directly for help. And Lord Edelbreck himself asking for help. So that's definitely something that we're going to be doing, I think. And I can't speak to any of those. No, not really.
It's an honor to have you as our liege, Commander.
Let's see if Ogren will say anything.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Skirts, drink, and music. You think
Okay.
one of them would give a dwarf a go? Or maybe 2 of them?
Sweet. Honestly, Ogren, honestly. Maybe. They are nobles and they are more likely to give him a go, I think. More likely to be a bit deviant. Anders.
Should we get a move on?
Anders just doesn't care here. Portrait of a How and Nathaniel
Funny.
himself.
Considering all the things that have been taken, it figures this would still be here.
I don't actually know who's pictured there. How is that funny?
My father hated my mother. He only dragged this painting out when my grandmother visited, which was not often. I'd be paraded before her like a soldier on inspection, and she would pick over every floor while father awaited his turn.
Oh, that's... I'm not seeing what's funny about this. Don't you have any fond memories of your family?
That does qualify as a fond memory. I know, it's strange. I was in the Free Marches for almost 8 years. I don't have many memories of my family at all. Anyway, someone should take this down. I think it's staring at me.
Okay. Anything else?
Don't worry, I'll keep my mouth firmly shut. Why don't I just wait in the corner then?
I mean, I didn't tell you to wait in the corner, but if that's what you want to do, hon, you do it. I'm not going to... In fact, can you say anything?
May I be of service?
No, okay, it's just about the runes.
Farewell,
okay.
Commander.
I imagine the other guy will be the same. So, let's see if these guys are going to talk, and then I'll go to the Seneschal. Yeah, let's get a report. I'd like to know what the situation in the Arling is like.
Grim, sir. It seems as if every Darkspawn in the kingdom has been driven here. The soldiers are split between protecting the Vigil and the city of Amaranthine. Scouts report Darkspawn throughout the Arling and amassing. Where the soldiers aren't patrolling, the land is dangerous, Commander. Very dangerous.
Okay. Have we discovered anything more about the Darkspawns' attack on the Vigil?
My predecessor, Captain Rullans, and much of the senior staff were inside the keep proper at the time. How they met their fates is unknown. All we know is Darkspawn swarmed the keep.
Right, but where did they come from?
I talked with the dwarf Voldrick earlier. It's his belief, and I concur, that they came from the keep itself. The deep cellars go very deep indeed. Voldrick suspects the Darkspawn found a hidden route into the keep.
There's a hidden route? Are you saying there's an entrance to the deep roads inside the keep? Why is that not an option here? Oh my gosh. Never mind. I will shelve that potentially devastating news for another option that's going to appear at some point, I hope. They swarmed up from inside. So, how many soldiers do we have? How many survived?
Barely any, truth be told, and none of the Wardens. But there are many soldiers still out patrolling the roads between here and Amaranthine. We can recover from this.
Well, that's something. But these weren't ordinary Darkspawn. The leader spoke. We all heard it.
That is disturbing, Commander. But all throughout the lands we've heard rumors. Tales of new Darkspawn. Terrifying ones, forged out of nightmare and shadow. Something grave is afoot.
Well, let's get back to it then.
Good day, Commander.
Yeah, okay. And you, Mistress Woolsey.
I'm here to serve, Commander.
Okay, so nothing about the party that's currently ongoing. We're low on supplies. Is there anything you can do to help our soldiers?
I will do what can be done, but you would be wise to keep alert for trading possibilities in your journeys. If you can persuade any merchants to trade here, it would benefit the Vigil considerably.
That would be a help. Okay. I've already asked, has she ever been to Weishaupt, and I've already wondered about the other 3, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've already done those, so that'll be all, Mistress Woolsey.
Very well, Commander.
Trade must flow. Okay. Mistress Woolsey has asked me to persuade merchants to come trade at the keep. That shouldn't be a problem for when we find some eventually, maybe. Okay, let's talk to the Seneschal.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean.
Oh, I will, don't you worry. You probably know who's who better than I do. Who do I need to know here?
There's really only 2 who can offer real support in the war. Lord Edelbreck, master of the Ferelden Plains, controls more farmland than anyone else. He's powerful and popular. Ban Esmeralda rules the city. Wealthiest in the room by far. She may not be loved, but she cannot be ignored.
I see. Well, I've spoken to Edelbreck, and he says that the farmlands are not being defended.
Edelbreck speaks truly, sir, but things are dire. He and Ban Esmeralda both contest the deployment of soldiers. But we don't have enough men. It's a matter of what you want to protect. The city, the land, trade.
Honestly, I do think the farms need to be protected. Particularly from the Darkspawn. If the land ends up blighted, then that just completely cripples everything anyway. Even if the city gets attacked, so what? They're all gonna starve anyway. So yeah, I mean, I'd like to do our best to protect them all. But the farms need people. And trade. I mean, if we can get someone, but that's a problem for later at this point. We can get trade, but traders can also employ their own guards for their trade caravans. So yeah, let's send the farms our soldiers. Amaranthine is in a good position right now. Its walls are strong. The farmers have no one, and the city won't survive without them. We should send our soldiers there.
As you wish.
Okay, quest completed. We've assigned soldiers to defend the farms, because we can't live without food. Okay, good. Yeah. Can I speak to these people now?
I see that Lord Edelbreck wastes no time in canvassing you for soldiers to defend his farms. Do not be deceived, Commander. His livelihood is all he cares about. Amaranthine is the jewel of the Arling, and she must be protected.
It is protected. It has walls. It has armed people in one big area. They can band together and repel an assault. The farms are spread out and have no walls to protect them. They need the protection. But if you don't protect the city, then there's no point for the farms to be there, I suppose. But you can always rebuild the city if you've got enough food, so... yeah, no, I must confer with my advisors about this. I'm sure. Well, I'm sure my advisors will advise me on this matter.
Amaranthine was built over generations. If she falls, then this great Arling will be diminished.
Wealth is well and good, but what measure do you put to human life? The folk in the country outnumber your city dwellers many times over.
I would not be so vulgar as to violate the decorum of this event. Commander?
Let's hope she dies. Yeah, no, I've definitely sent people to the land. She can swivel. Okay. What was that? The last of the Legion? Yeah, okay, so we've got a cave to look for. We need to unravel the mystery behind the sapient Darkspawn. We need to go to the Amaranthine itself and actually speak to the Merchants Guild guy. And we need to find Kristoff, and that's just the main plot. In here, yeah, we need to actually figure out how to do this. An abandoned chantry at Forlorn Cove. With some money. We do have enough money, so we could go and sort that. If we do go there and sort this ourselves, then maybe we'll be able to reassign the soldiers somewhere else. Maybe we could actually do that let's protect everyone option that would spread our soldiers far too thin if they had to go everywhere and wouldn't actually work, to be honest. It's a noble thought, but in practice it would just end up with a lot of soldiers being killed and probably not saving anyone. But we'll see. We need to send them away. We also need to talk about the conspiracy. Okay. And, of course, find people to come here. Okay, and I suppose I can't speak with you. No. And Ban Esmeril is, of course,
Villages
here.
come and go, but a city that has been sacked can take generations to recover.
I mean, not really. Not if you've got enough people and enough food. They'll just swarm to the cities. It's already been built up. Anyone can just take a house. You just need the infrastructure, the food, the trade. I mean, protecting your own interests is one thing, but let's not pretend that they couldn't recover very quickly.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean.
I had a disturbing conversation with, actually I can't remember her name, but one of the ladies here. Apparently she has evidence of a conspiracy against me.
Do you know the conspirators? The right of high justice is yours, and treachery is a capital offense.
Apparently. Sir... what was her name? Tamra. That's it, Sir Tamra. She doesn't really know, but she thinks she has some evidence and she's going to bring it forward.
She's a sly one, Sir Tamra, but knowledgeable about such things. Better to be a touch paranoid than turning up face down in a ditch. To proceed, we'd need strong proof, and that'll be hard to gather. There are options, some I would not recommend. They could turn the nobles fierce.
Well, you should probably tell me about them then.
We could have some soldiers try to spy on the nobility. I suppose that might bear fruit. There are also rumors of someone called the Dark Wolf, who finds information for a fee. Dangerous fellow, by all accounts.
I thought we didn't have soldiers to spare. What kind of odds of success are we looking at here?
Not bleeding likely, in truth. Good men, lousy spies.
Well, then I think that won't be an option, really. And this Dark Wolf, where can we find them?
No idea, honestly. Somewhere in the foreign quarter of Amaranthine is all I know.
Alright. And the things you said you wouldn't recommend, what are those?
You could invite a member of each of the noble families to stay as prolonged guests. And if anything untoward happens, well, you get the picture. This is a terribly Orlesian thing to do.
Hostages, okay. I think I'll try and find this Dark Wolf. A potentially impartial source of information would do us good here, I think.
You need to head to the city then, and chase down a ghost.
Yeah. And if this fails, we can always hold hostages. Sounds amazing. Varel says someone called the Dark Wolf may be able to learn more about the conspiracy against you. Although the Dark Wolf is notoriously secretive, he's likely found somewhere in Amaranthine. Okay. Very well. Alright, let's get rid of all these people.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean.
I think this has probably gone on long enough. You should clear them out, I think.
As you wish, Commander. Clear the hall. The Commander has business to attend to.
Sweet, so not even a ceremonial goodbye. Okay, we've met the nobles and heard them swear their oaths of fealty. Sweet. And we now have things to do. Things to actually do. Nathaniel, can we speak with you?
Let's get moving.
Nope. And Anders?
Should we get a move on?
Nope. And Ogrin?
Need something pummeled?
Nope.
Just say the word.
Okay, well, inventory. Let's see what Nathaniel has. Probably nothing since we took all of the stuff from his chest. Oh, he doesn't have any. Oh, of course, he'll need to level up, won't he? Yes, he does. Alright, so he'll need at least 20 strength, apparently, just to wear armor. And I think the rest... Oh god, no, we'll definitely need to give him some constitution. Definitely. And a lot of cunning. Let's get him to 30 and dexterity 30. Willpower as well. It always makes this very difficult. Rogues make this very difficult. Although I suppose we do have that ring of constitution, so I could leave his constitution down and just give him the ring to bolster him. Yeah, let's just do that. Probably more dex and cunning. Let's get up to 35. And let's give him a higher dex. Let's give him 38 in cunning and 42 in dex. There we go. Alright, so I would like to give him shadow. Yeah. Let's try ranger. Yeah. Let's get him all of his combat tactics and combat training. He did say that he was good at poison, so let's give him that and 1 survival, just because I want that small bonus to nature resistance. And I suppose I could give him some stealing. I don't think I've really bothered with stealing all that much, to be honest. But it might be useful. It might be. Or I could just give him some vitality. Or maybe get his poison making all the way up. Let's do that. He did say he was really good at poison making. Okay, let's give him these. At least. And I doubt I'm going to need it, but I might as well put his mechanical expertise all the way up as well. He did manage to break in, even if he was caught. And since he is, I think he is, yeah, he's an archer, so he's not really going to be getting into combat much himself, which is unfortunate because I really like the shadow thing. But we might as well give him some summoning, so that we can at least have one doggo in the party, since we don't have Warden Wolf. And let's give him some shadow form. You know what? Yeah, give him a decoy as well. Just things to help him if they get close. And melee archer, aim, defensive fire, master archer, definitely. Critical shot, an arrow of slaying, sure. Accuracy, it sounds pretty amazing, so let's do that. Suppressing fire and scatter shot. So we're getting most of his archery talents up, which is kind of annoying because I don't really like archers all that much. In this game, they seem very underpowered compared to a dual weapon fighter, so yeah, that's unfortunate. But never mind, never mind. Okay, well, it's good enough. It's good enough. And at least for now, it's good enough. Where is Nathaniel? Right here. So I should be able to... Damn it, I thought it was 20 strength that he needed. Never mind. Let's give you that anyway, so you can have some more dex and constitution. God damn it. Well, never mind. Never mind, he's just going to have to be naked for a while. That's fine, that's fine. I thought it was 20 strength that he needed, but it was 22. Ugh. In fact, does anyone have anything that ups the strength? Anders? No? Ogren? Yes. So I could give Nathaniel the Ring of the Warrior so he could actually wear something. Okay. And yeah, let's get rid of the Dusk Ring. I mean, more cunning is always nice, but at the expense of his strength? I don't think so. So that puts his strength up to 22 so that he can actually wear some armour. Alright, so we have the Trickster's Tunic, which is what we found in here, or we've got the Bear's Embrace, which is what was in his chest. So, let's just give him the Bear's Embrace. It seems to be for the best to give him all of his stuff. And his weapon... Well, he's going to have his Antivan longbow since he can't use the crossbow. So, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, and might as well use up the ice arrows first. Why not? Okay, good enough. I think that's good enough. Alright, well, a lot of sorting out and getting situated. So, next time we will finish... Well, exploring. We'll finish exploring this place and maybe even get on to actually going to visit the city of Amaranthine. So, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button. I upload 5 videos a week, so subscribe and you'll be notified when those go live. Hit the bell to update your notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.